What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex. We're in Atlanta at Full Circle with the legend, Gucci Mane.
Scoochie.
Gonna do some sneaker shopping today. Get to see what he's feeling, what he's not, and then hopefully he's gonna buy some sneakers.
Yeah, bet.
Let's go. Gucci, I want to start 2009 Bricks, you rap 95 Air Max because I'm a dope runner. Yes. And around that time, this was like your shoe. You were early like on the Air Max 95. And even when we had you on the show before, you were like, everyone was wearing other shoes, but this Air Max 95 was the one that I was really gravitating to. When did you like fall in love with those?
Back in the day when I was in school, they were like cost more than joints. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of people didn't wear these, a lot of people used to wear joints. So I used to wear these in school back then because they cost more.
Yeah. And then I want to talk about this moment, which I love, in the Everybody Looking video. You know, you have the Lamborghini with the blue slate Air Max 95s out the door, and I like it because the blues of the Lamborghini and the Air Max are matching colors.
Yes.
How many pairs back then were you buying?
No, I used to, that's all the shoe, was my go-to shoe, 100%. That's still a beautiful shoe, but
right.
Yeah. I love 95 Air Max, that's like my favorite tennis shoe, yeah.
And then, you know, when you went away, you were calling your stylist twice a week and you were like, when I get out, I only want to wear Air Max. Yeah. Was that true? Like she was buying all of them up and you wanted to wear them with jogging suits?
Yes, I used to buy every pair of joints come out, every pair of 95s come out. My whole time I was locked up. Anytime just something to have something to do.
And I want to go back to like the Walters days. What were like some of the shopping sprees back then?
Oh man, you know, it used to be like when I was like 9, 10 years old, like going to Walters and my dad would buy me a starter jacket, starter shirts, and catching the bus down there with my friends and saving our money and buying little clothes. Like Walters like a big part of me coming up as a, you know what I'm saying, young teenager.
Yeah, and then even like I read, is that where like you met Coach K for the first time?
Yeah, that's where I met Coach K and Jeezy.
Okay.
Really, actually, I met them at the clothing store next to Walters. What's happening? They was in Walters, but both, you know, that's like connection. You go to the clothing store next to Walters, what's happening, then you'll go to Walters.
Get like the whole fit.
Yeah.
And when like you started to have a lot of success, would you go to Walters and like buy a lot of stuff? You talked about like your dad bringing there, but what about like when you got success?
I definitely used to, Brick Squad days, take my crew there and just we just shop and just get a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And just let the whole neighborhood just shop.
Another bar that you rapped back in the day was that you never waited in line for Michael Jordans. Is that true? You never waited in line even as a kid? Do you remember like wanting them though?
I remember wanting them, but I definitely don't remember, never waited in line. I always had like a connect to just pay the extra, you know what I'm saying, to get them a couple before they came out. So it was always like, you know, pay more.
Okay, yeah. So just to have them locked down so you didn't have to go through the hassle.
Yeah, like they'll call me and already let me know like they can come up here and get them before we even, you know what I'm saying, they come out.
Okay, was it like the malls or where?
The malls, different like shoe places. I had, you know what I'm saying, I had a connection. I definitely had like the Athlete Foot in Atlanta.
Okay.
I know the owner, like who owned like a whole bunch of those, my buddy Isom, so he definitely hooked me up.
Sneaker plug really important to have, don't you think?
I had a major one.
Okay, and then I remember like even back in our first episode, you said the fours, you called them the wings because they had like the flap.
Yeah.
Were those the ones that you really loved at first?
No, I like Joint 5s.
Okay.
The most those my favorite ones. Yeah.
And then a few years ago with Keisha, you launched Wobster's Closet.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got rid of a lot of Jordans. Did you sell all your Jordans or what?
Probably most of them.
Okay.
They go fast. You know what I'm saying?
Out of all like the items that you guys listed, were your sneakers like one of the fastest selling?
Probably so. I think like my shoes and the socks with my face on it.
Okay.
Like them like so fast.
And do you feel like, you know, we're gonna talk in the next section about like high fashion footwear, but do you feel like you've like outgrown Jordans as you got older? What are you using them for now? Do you play ball in them or what?
100% outgrow them, you know what I'm saying? Like I love them and I definitely keep my little boy on them, but I don't really wear like tennis shoes like that, Nikes and Jordans, hardly at all. Probably to work out, but them just like kind of like the really lightweight shoes that you just train in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gym shoes, but other than that, Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. I'm just named like, that's usually what I have on. So I sold out my other shoes because I really don't care to wear them.
Right after the first episode of Sneaker Shopping that we did in New York, you had your Supreme collab tee. It was like the week of, and such like a moment, you know, you were like fresh out and then that happened. What do you remember about that project coming together?
I just remember being a dope shirt. Everybody was going crazy about it when it dropped.
Yeah.
And, I remember like really fast, it was no more shirts.
Sold out.
Yeah.
And reselling. Did they like send you a bunch for the friends and family or what?
They did, they did. But like, you know, there's a lot of people wanted it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my friends wanted it, and I, you know, being generous. So like, after I started giving them out, then the price started going up. Then, you know, people asking to buy them and buy shirts I wore. It's like, that's a whole nother thing I hadn't even experienced before.
Crazy, a t-shirt just to resell like that.
Yeah.
And another thing about Sneaker Shopping, a great internet moment. It was the first time you ever had iced coffee, was on Sneaker Shopping.
I never understood that people drink cold coffee.
What do you think?
This is an iced coffee, courtesy of Miss Info.
Iced coffee?
This shit bussin'.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and it was the first time you had it, but the funny thing is like, you know, bussin' is such like a term now.
That's definitely a thing that we said in my neighborhood a couple years prior, and everybody like, you know what I'm saying, get turned on to it. Like, we've been saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like the first time people heard it on camera.
Definitely, I definitely like know that we've been saying that way before it caught on to how people say it now.
Okay. Another collaboration. What was it like to be like the face of multiple like Gucci campaigns? Crazy, you know, you had the shoes in the tub and like, what was that like? And shooting that campaign?
It was a great experience. Definitely like a 360 from the relationship we had when I used to be putting out stuff and we wasn't on good terms to us, like, you know, we've been friends and family now. And the relationship just getting better and better. It's almost like I'm a part of the family.
Love that. Nowadays, what I notice is like you love full fits, head to toe brands. Like you'll start all Prada, all Gucci. How are your shopping habits now? Like, is it online? Is it people pulling for you or what?
Definitely just looking at stuff online and then just ordering it, and that's it. Just always just looking at clothes online and then seeing stuff and, okay, I might like this, I might like that.
And I know that like you play with colors and like textures and stuff like that. Is it tough? Will you outfit repeat or what's it like?
I repeat stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it'll probably be like a year from now.
And I want to talk like high fashion footwear. You know, you have the Gucci tennis lows and like the Prada's America Cup.
Yeah.
What is like your favorite of all time if you had to choose like a high fashion sneaker?
I think the old Gucci ones that's kind of like when you tie up, I had to show you, I can't even think of them, you know what I'm saying?
Let me see
the
real
top,
quick.
Like,
I want to
with
just...
all the G's, I'm like the original Gucci print.
Oh, monogram, the all over printed Gucci sneakers.
Back in the day, like with the top, just them like classic to me.
The GOAT, right?
Yeah.
Gucci 1017 day yesterday, Atlanta made it official day, and you dropped the album Breath of Fresh Air. What's it like, you know, at this point, such a long career and like still dropping albums?
Yesterday was epic, and it feels good to drop an album and just share my music with the people.
Definitely. Well, we talked about everything. Now's the easy part, but we're gonna bring in some of your crew, 1017, to help you shop for some sneakers. Let's do it.
Appreciate y'all fellas coming through. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You got the other one for my buddy, right?
Yeah, we got them right here, bro.
Okay, let's get it.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be 1863, 90 cents. Cool. Bag them up for y'all. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all fellas.
Appreciate you.
Alrighty, bro. Appreciate you.
So Gucci came through, reunion episode. Thanks so much for taking the time.
My pleasure.
Got the whole crew some sneakers, and congrats on the album Breath of Fresh Air, out right now. Go check that out. Thanks again.
Appreciate you.